The secondary market has been hot, but there are still a few cards moving down in price. We're going to look at 10 of them today. This video is sponsored by Flipside Gaming. Check out flipsidegaming.com for all your gaming needs. Right now you can pre-order Duskmourn House of Horror or find a vast number of other great products on their website. Remember, shipping is free in the US if your order is over $100 or consists only of singles. Just look in the description or comment section below for direct links to their site. Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends, and welcome to another edition of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch, where today we're looking at the top 10 cold cards, and that does not mean necessarily cards seeing less play, but these are cards moving down in price. As always, our cold cards are based on two things. We want to see a decrease in the percentage value of the cards, but we also want to see a true decrease in the number of sales from week to week. It is worth noting too that on Monday there was a banned and restricted list update that was pretty significant. I haven't seen a big impact price-wise yet from that announcement. I'm assuming next week we're going to see more because there are some card prices trending down, but it hasn't converted to sales yet. So I'll keep you posted there. But before we get into our top 10, just one quick thing. I do want to say thank you to one of our gold patrons, and that is Marcos Ong. Marcos, thank you so much for all your support for the channel. It means the world. I know I say this all the time, but I truly could not do this without viewers like yourself. Thank you for that continuing support, Marcos. And now, without any further ado, let's get into it. Coming in at number 10 is Conduit of Ruin. This is down $1.01 to $6.98. That's a 13% decrease. Eldrazi got red hot when Modern Horizons 3 came out, and this one in particular started seeing an increase in commander play. It was found in Zul'Adak Void Gorger builds, but many wanted Conduit of Ruin to upgrade the Modern Horizons 3 Eldrazi Incursion commander deck. Others wanted to add it to fresh builds around a couple cards from there. Ulek Fused Atrocity and Azlask the Swelling Scourge. And this was also in commander builds around two cards from the Modern Horizons 3 main set, Ulamog the Defiler and Hurragast Erupting Nullkite. Today, Conduit of Ruin is still seeing play in all those decks and more, but the market has moved on from Eldrazi as players and speculators are shifting their focus to cards and strategies that have come out of MTG universes beyond Assassin's Creed and Bloomburrow. Number 9, Ulamog's Dreadsire, down $1.02 to $3.46. That's a 23% decrease. This is from that Eldrazi Incursion commander deck, and it is in fresh builds around a couple cards from its pre-con. Ulek Fused Atrocity and Azlask the Swelling Scourge, but Ulamog's Dreadsire is in some other decks too in the format. In fact, it's even getting additional commander play now and builds around a new Bloomburrow card, the infamous Cruel Claw. Still though, like I said, the market has moved on from Eldrazi, so Ulamog's Dreadsire slides down this week. Number 8 is On the Trail, down $1.27 to $6.62. That's a 16% decrease. This is from the Murders at Karlov Manor Deep Clue Sea commander deck, and it spent 2 weeks at number 10 on the hot list, but last week it showed up at number 7 on the cold list. This week it comes in at number 8, and many have been grabbing this to upgrade the Bloomburrow Peace Offering commander deck, while others were using it in fresh builds around a couple cards from there, the front-facing commander Miss Bumbleflower, as well as Mr. Foxglove. I'm also seeing On the Trail in some commander decks around the Bloomburrow Buy Box promo commander card, Flubs the Fool. Ultimately, we have seen this type of thing many times before. We had an aggressive price spike, now followed by some retraction as On the Trail tries to find its proper price point. Number 7 is Sickening Shoal, down $1.30 to $9.87. That's a 12% decrease. This one print wonder took off in a big way in July of this year. Typically, you see 2 or 3 copies of it in Vintage Dread sideboards, but a modern deck was the reason for the spike. The deck I'm referring to is Mono Black Necro. For a while, some of those builds were using Sickening Shoal, but as deck lists got more solidified, the card was dropped, hence the price decrease now. Number 6 is Eldritch Immunity, down $1.35 to $5.65. That's a 19% decrease. This is another card from the Modern Horizons 3 Eldrazi Incursion commander deck, and it was number 9 on the cold list last week. It is seeing play in builds around a couple cards from its pre-con. Again, they are Ulek Fused Atrocity and Azlask the Swelling Scourge. Another popular deck that uses this is Zul'Adak Void Gorger. Eldritch Immunity is even appearing in some new commander builds like the Capitani Triad from Assassin's Creed, as well as the infamous Cruel Claw from Bloomburrow. But with lots of copies of Modern Horizons 3 cards in circulation, and with commander players shifting away from Eldrazi strategies, we see Eldritch Immunity retract some more this week. Before we get to our top 5, just a quick reminder, this video is sponsored by Flipside Gaming. Check out flipsidegaming.com for all your gaming needs. Right now, you can pre-order Duskmourn House of Horror products there. You can pick up any number of other things too, like Bloomburrow, other MTG products. and things that aren't even MTG related. Remember, if your order's over $100 or consists only of singles, shipping will be free in the United States. Also, if you're looking for a direct link to their site, just check out the description or the comment section below. I have links posted in both of those places. And now, without any further ado, let's get into the top 5. Coming in at number 5 is Olivia Opulent Outlaw, down $1.48 to $7.01. That's a 17% decrease. This is the foil copy from the Outlaws of Thunder Junction Most Wanted Commander deck. The card heated up recently due to the assassin support that came from Assassin's Creed. Olivia is a fairly popular commander and is in the 99 of some builds, including a couple new ones around cards from Assassin's Creed, Ezio Auditore da Firenze and Altair Ibn La-Ahad. But after some big increases that occurred in July, we now see Olivia Opulent Outlaw moving down as it tries to find its proper price point. Number 4 is Scavenger's Talent, down $1.50 to $3.50. That's a 30% decrease. This was number 6 on the hot list last week, but it's retracting some this week. These talent cards from Bloomburrow have been wildly popular. This one is getting a good amount of commander play and builds both old and new. Many are grabbing it to upgrade the Bloomburrow Squirreled Away commander deck. Others want to put it in fresh builds around some cards from there, including the reprinted Shatterfang Squirrel General, as well as Hazel of the Root Bloom and the Odd Acorn Gang. We're also seeing Scavenger's Talent in popular commander builds around cards from Bloomburrow's main set like Egret Eater of All, Camellia the Seed Miser, and Wick the World Mind. But even with all that play, Scavenger's Talent retracts since sellers have added a lot of copies to the marketplace this week in an attempt to take advantage of last week's price spike. Number 3 is Excalibur Sword of Eden. It goes down $1.62 to $7.07. That's a 19% decrease. This card from the recent Assassin's Creed set was number 13 on the hot list last week, but this week it lands at number 3 on the cold list. It's in plenty of commander decks around cards from Assassin's Creed like Ezio Auditore da Firenze, Alexios Deimos of Cosmos, and Cassandra Eaglebearer. Excalibur is in lots of other builds though too in the format, including a deck around a new card from Bloomburrow, Mabel, Heir to Cragflame. Again though, we have an example of a card that spiked aggressively, leading to more copies hitting the marketplace. Now we see Excalibur Sword of Eden retracting some. Number 2 is Securitron Squadron, down $2 to $2 for a 50% decrease. This is from the Fallout Hal Caesar commander deck, and it does see a little commander play in a few builds, although the most popular ones are around a couple cards from its pre-con, Mr. House President and CEO, as well as Caesar Legion's Emperor. But again, we have another example of a card that's moving down as the market shifts to other things. And finally, coming in at number 1 is Nesting Dovehawk, down $4.80 to $23.15. That's a 17% decrease. This is from the March of the Machine Divine Convocation commander deck, and it was number 6 on the hot list for 2 weeks, then it jumped up to number 4, before landing on the cold list at number 3 last week. Now it finds itself at the top spot. Again, lots of copies of this are showing up for sale due to the recent price increases, but why was it hot to begin with? Well, many wanted it to upgrade Family Matters, the Bloomburrow commander deck, not the TV show, while others wanted to put it in fresh builds around the front-facing commander from there, Zinnia, Valley's Voice. To a lesser degree though, I was also seeing some using Nesting Dovehawk in commander decks around a couple cards from the main set, Castrol the Windcrested and Balin the Haymaker. Now though, Nesting Dovehawk continues to cool off. However, it is still quite a bit more expensive than it was when the price spike began in July. Alright, just like that, that's going to do it for this episode of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch. But this is only part of the story. If you want to know what cards are going up in value, check out the video we put out yesterday. We looked at the top 15 hottest cards of the week. Until next time though, hey, thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe and have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching. This video is made possible through the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Check out the description below for links to our Patreon page as well as our Amazon affiliate store, where a small percentage of all sales will also help support the channel. Finally, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the new videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon and have a great day.